So we had this one project where Cary is bordered with another town, Morrisville, and we share water sewer services. And the wastewater pipe that staff was presenting to us years before handled 40% of the wastewater for both of our municipalities. And they showed us pictures. Here's what the pipe looked like 3 years ago, and here's what it looks like now. You see the rebar. That's because the concrete is eroding away. And if you let this go 2 more years, you're in danger of having a collapse, which would be a catastrophe for both municipalities since it handles wastewater. So then, all right, so how do we fix it? Well, it was a big number, and it trashed 2 greenways, 2 popular greenways. So they presented options of here's how we handle the greenways so that segments would be open, and here's our communication plan to the public to let them know. And to pay for it, we recommend rate smoothing. Now you can have your utility rates skyrocket in 1 year and you've taken care of it, or you can have it gradually increase over time to take care of it. And we recommend starting that now. And so that's exactly what we did several years ago, and it's still ongoing. One of the greenways is open. They're closing in on finishing that project. But I thought that was an excellent way to handle that. I think of the catastrophe that could have happened, and this is just a nightmare scenario. I don't know if you've experienced those kinds of presentations to elected officials or not.
We have, but part of what you indicated there is they went in 3 years ago and looked at that pipe. They didn't physically go in the pipe. They probably sent a camera in to take a look at it. Then you're safely looking at these things. And then they went back and looked at it again. So, I mean, what you're describing is a regular maintenance and inspection program that picked up on this. So bravo on having the foresight to at least be looking at your lines and looking at your infrastructure. What we find is that too often folks are not proactive in looking at these things, and the first time they go look at it is when we don't have any flow coming to the plant. Which creek is it in? Or something along those lines, and then you have to go find it. So first of all, bravo, congratulations. The second thing is the gradual increase in those rates, and that just makes business sense all over the place. Rather than hit people with a 12% increase in 1 year, it's much easier to hit them with 2.5 over the course of 5 years. Or 3, or whatever that number winds up being. It's much easier to absorb that impact in everybody's budget. Plus, that revenue is going to be there as you move forward. But again, just congratulations on having the staff actually out there looking at these lines to make sure what condition they're in.
And I think part of the solution they presented, which was really interesting to the non-technical council members, was if you let it fail, we have to dig up pipe everywhere. And if you don't let it fail, you can run this technology that you, I'm sure, know more about, of sleeving it.
Oh, yeah.
And it has the same capacity, and you don't have to dig it up, and we can do it in X amount of time for much less cost. Right. And that resonated with us very well.
Yeah, and those are the kind of things you pick up on with that regular inspection and hopefully the maintenance following up behind it. Because you're assessing the condition of that pipe, and you're estimating how much longer that pipe is going to last until you can't salvage that pipe. And you want to put the right treatment in the pipe at the right time, and that's what always winds up being most cost effective.